Happy August, my Scorpios. Thank you for joining me. I am Queen of Wands. If you are new here, if you do not subscribe to see all monthly astrological signs and daily, except for Sunday, daily, once upon a time tarot stories. Okay, for the collective. Okay, so when I first drew out these cards, I wanted to clarify the Three of Swords because I just felt it was standing out there like that. And I said, ooh, some people aren't going to like that. And I wanted to make sure that I made friends with my Scorpios today. So starting at the top with the Six of Pentacles, when I see this card, I always think, who's overgiving? Who is the one that's giving a little bit too much to a relationship and not getting enough in return? And it's funny because in another deck that I have the opposite side of this card that shows what's going on in the back end, because we never see the person's back, obviously. And it shows that his robe, coat, whatever, is worn and tattered. And that always tells me that if you keep giving, eventually you're going to need it for yourself. And I think for a lot of my Scorpios, that is what is happening. And you're starting to feel it, or you're starting to have that, aha moment where you realize, you know what, I think I'm being taken advantage of. My good nature is being, taken advantage of, because the Three of Swords shows heartache, okay? And the Four of Cups next to it, and I'll come back to Strength, the Four of Cups next to it shows dissatisfaction. So it's starting to dawn on you. And I got to tell you the truth. I mean, I think we all absorb or digest our lives when we're ready, because then we'll sit there and we'll say, why did I not see this? But in truth be known, we all see things when we're ready. It's just where we are. Perfect example is there was a lot of different headlines in the 90s, early 90s, that I can't remember the stories too well, and that I'm like, well, I had 3 kids and I was raising them and I was running to sports events and doing school functions. So, I think it's just where our life is, whether or not we absorb it. And that goes for our emotions too. So I wanted to clarify the Three of Swords, and I came up with the Strength. And I felt there's somebody out there, a Scorpio, somewhere, somehow, that is trying to shift a situation because you're overgiving, and in the back of your head, you're being taken advantage of. And a lot of you may have, said to your friends may have said to you, pointed this out, and you had refused to see it, which is fine. It's fine. Like I said, we all see it when we're ready to see it. And then I got the Five of Pentacles, and I feel like, well, maybe somebody's now walked out of your life. So you're sitting there thinking, now you have an empty space. And I love when people walk away because it gives you a chance to gain perspective. And I really think putting some space between you and either a situation or a person is going to make you gain perspective as to what is really going on. And then we came to Mr. King of Swords, and notice his hands are across his chest. And that always tells me that he is holding back his emotions, but he has emotions, and he's very spiritual, as you could see by the inside of his cloak. But his feet are firmly planted. It's that day drinking again. His feet are firmly planted, and his sword is up in the air, which he means business, like any man whose sword's up in the air. And it also tells us that he's stubborn. There's a part of him that's stubborn because he knows you've tried the Strength card on him, and he knows that it could work. So he doesn't like that because he only has to be strong around you because you're the only one who has the ability to turn him, if that makes sense, or make him vulnerable. So then we get the Wheel of Fortune, and I feel the Wheel of Fortune, everything turns. I do. I feel like the situation changes. So I went back through the cards, and I do always say with the Six of Pentacles that if you've been the one overgiving, you're not going to be overgiving anymore. Now the tables are turning. But what you need is to walk away if he has not walked away. Or don't give any more. Now, this could be a job too. Maybe you've been doing extra because you want the boss to notice you and you're not getting any compensation for it. Maybe it's you with your friend, you're always making plans and you're like, let me take 2 steps back, see if anyone makes plans with me. Maybe it's family. It could be anything. But the moral of this story is overgiving to the point where you finally realize it. Okay, so hopefully this reading made sense. If you do not follow me or subscribe, please do, and like the video if you do, and leave your comments. I try to answer most comments. And everybody, have a great day.